Hi, I'm Hallie, and I'd like to tell you guys at Brown a little bit about myself. So I'm going to start with how I got started in theater. I go to St. Paul's Episcopal School in Mobile, Alabama, which is college preparatory school, and we have always had a lot of art around us. Just everywhere at St. Paul's, there's art all around, and I've been there since pre-K, so I've really grown up, with this family that I go to school with, and with these arts that have always surrounded me. So when I was younger, I did some little productions. We had musicals and we had plays and some choral department things that we always had to do in our lower school classes and middle school classes. So I had some performing here and there, but it didn't really start until my freshman year, which was last year. I took our theater performance class that was offered. It's offered all through high school. And I got into that class really not knowing what to expect, just because of not having that experience of, growing up in the theater and growing up around drama. So going into that class I was nervous, and I didn't know what to expect, but I got in there, and it was such an amazing experience, and it has changed me and shaped me into the person that I am today, because I don't think that I would be where I am if it weren't for that class. I learned so much from my teacher and from all my friends that were in there with me, and all the little class projects that we had to do, and all the things that we were involved with. And we did a couple shows in there, and I competed in a couple festivals. And then since taking that class, I've been in productions, bigger productions than what I had ever thought I'd ever be doing. And it just really showed me that acting is something that I do truly love to do, and something that I'm capable of doing. So I think that's where I really got started in theater. If I have theater training in the future, which I do hope to do, I think it'd be, a great thing for me and for my future that I've always wanted. When I was younger growing up, I always wanted to be something big and to do something big with my life. And I always wanted to be that singer that was really famous. And because I've always really been into music, but I don't have the best singing voice. I've never been the most talented musician or anything like that. I can't really play music or can't really sing either, not gonna lie. So I had to kind of come down from that cloud a little bit. But whenever I discovered acting and discovered that I could do acting, it kind of into this new dream inside of me of maybe I could pursue that childhood dream, but with another career. So if I had theater training in the future, hopefully throughout college and even after, because there's always that opportunity to learn, even after you're out of school, you can just continue learning every day. I learn something new every day, and I'm sure I always will, even after college. So if I had that theater training in the future, I'd hope to be able to use that to my advantage and pursue those dreams that I've always had and always wanted to be successful in. I think that's what I would do. Another passion, another area that I don't think is considered part of theater or the arts is writing. I've always loved to write. And I'm not the most talented writer. I write papers in class and whatever I have to do, but I'm definitely nowhere up to that cloud where talented writers are. But growing up alongside all of those big star dreams, I always loved to write, and I would write short stories and poems, and you name it, I probably wrote it. And I love reading it. I love to read. I love reading novels and reading poetry and anything that you can read. I love to read it. And I just love writing. I think it's such a creative outlet. You can let all of your emotions out through writing, and, all of your thoughts, and, you can create characters and, put your characters out there and just put yourself into a work of literature, through poetry or through novels or through, nonfiction stories. If you have a story about yourself or just anything, you can create and put out so much through writing. And it's always been a passion of mine. I've always loved to do it, and I probably always will. I'll probably never lose that, vigorous love of writing and of literature that I have. So I think that's probably my biggest passion, outside of the arts. And culture, like cultural things. I've taken Spanish for basically my entire life. I grew up taking Spanish, and then, all through lower school I took Spanish, and then middle school, and now this is my second year into high school taking it. And I just love learning about the Spanish culture, and, in all of my history classes that I've taken, we've always learned about just other foreign cultures. I think culture is a great thing. And so those are probably my two passions outside of acting and performing and just art in general, are writing and reading, and then, foreign cultural things. So I'm glad to speak to you, Brown faculty, and I hope to hear from you soon.